right back into it. So you guys didn't miss anything. We just had a small hiccup. Deep breaths, guys. We're good to go. We're fighting evil too hard by Moonlight is clearly what happened.
Yep. Okay.
Game resumed.
All right. So game number 5. Score is now 2-2. Both players have both won and lost in absolutely bullshit ways. We'll see what happens here with Moonlight Madness. I want to give a big thank you to Shea Blue for the 6-month resub. I'm sorry, we've missed a lot of resubs today. So blanket thank you to anyone who's resubbed as well. You have our eternal gratitude and appreciation. But spawning here in the bottom left of this brand new, or not brand new, what am I? Best of 7. Best of 7 show match. Wrong B word. Going for a little bit of an earlier pool with some gas. It's Aces Bly.
Well, he's going for something more than that.
Yeah, well.
In the top right, as the Teal Terran, it's Beastyqt.
Now, to answer a quick question, chat, Blasted101 asks, Beastyqt TV, did you release info for the live event, like the venue, and where will be the open bracket and things? Yes, unofficially we have, but we're waiting on a couple art assets to finish, and then we're going to have like a proper Team Liquid post. We're 100% behind schedule for announcing things, and I regret that entirely, but we are doing what we can to make sure everything still goes smoothly. So for some people, like, I know some of you guys have to take time off work, and you need to know as soon as possible, and Toronto, it's the Hunter Lucas Esports Club. I mean, that's all I really got for you for now. We'll have like a proper Team Liquid post set up with like nearby hotels and restaurants and stuff ASAP. But for now, it's open bracket, 64 players. We'll have tickets available for sale for player passes in the near future, and that's all I got for you for now. Now, BC scouts this, which is a little bit funky because like why? But my bigger question was like, what was Bly planning to do with this? Was this just simply for faster roaches closer to the base? Like,
I guess he wanted to scare Beastyqt into thinking it was a 1-base build, when really it's a 2-base rush build, which just drastically changes the time of it hitting. I don't know. I'm just kidding.
A quick address to Love Starting Sea Hunter and Lucas was hot as fuck. Yeah, because their air conditioning was broken when they had an AMD event there, which is what I think a lot of people played with. We actually had a contract written up where they had to get their AC fixed, and it will be fixed by the time we're ready to go. So it should not be a hot mess. Yo! What the fuck? Excuse you? Excuse you?
Excuse you?
No, excuse you. You can't say
no,
fuck.
Excuse you?
You can't say fuck Vancouver in Twitch chat. That's my town.
Well, too bad. If we did another one, you have to do it in the U.S. because I'm American.
Oh, because halfsies. All right, well you can fucking set up the next one then. You do all the fucking work behind. You do it.
Maybe I will.
Maybe I will. It'll have blackjack and hookers.
Maybe because gambling's legal in Maryland.
Oh, there you go. Overlord gonna go down, and despite these drop shenanigans, Bly got away with this a little bit early on in the series. It's not working out so great here. He's gonna try and burrow the roaches. Keep him alive a little bit longer. Distracts, though. Gets on top of the tank with the other set of units while this is going on. Splits the roaches. No splash damage going down. Could have just gotten the dead zone entirely. But this did draw like 6 of the Marines away from the roaches, and that tank timing was pretty perfect for Beastie. But this was something where if Beastie wasn't distracted in the back, that second Overlord would have never gotten in.
Yeah, that's true. But now Beastyqt is defended. I mean, kind of officially, because Bly's the one who's given up building roaches for once. He's getting speed.
Yeah,
what's up with that?
Yeah, what? He must have misclicked.
Yeah, he doesn't know what he's doing. He's confused.
He's like, I need speed, but his brain thought Zergling speed for some reason, not roach speed, so...
Yeah.
That's where we pat him on his side and we say, they're there.
On his side? What, like a dog?
I guess, or your head, they're there.
Yeah, I think we usually pat people on their heads.
Oh, Bly appears to have a few drones in the main here.
Quite a few.
Yeah, 25 out of 16. So.
Yeah. Well, he can't transfer him to his other base. I mean, that's just stupid.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he could, actually, but shouldn't. Reaper finds a nice little place to retreat up here. And for Beastie's sake, I mean, I'm just kind of waiting to see those medevacs start carrying the tanks across the map. In fact, there we go, boom! And with no, like, if you had 3 queens, I think Black could hold this. With only 1 queen, I don't think it's gonna have a good time.
No. I guess it depends on Beastyqt's control, which so far is pretty good. He's only on 1 base back at home, so it's not like he has a lot to pay attention to back at home.
We have a resurgence of the donation bot, by the way.
I love that guy.
I love this guy too, but it's really creepy. He always calls me Papa Rifkin. Alright, it says, Hi, I've been interfacing with XSplit, and he says he prefers Sailor Mercury. He says he keeps messing up in protest of your bad days. What does it mean to taste, Papa Rifkin? $5 from the donation bot.
Hey, do you remember Toy Soldiers?
Yeah? Dude, with like Nitro Nick and stuff?
With like Archer?
Yeah. Nitro Nick
Okay.
is the guy who like got crazy with the bombs and stuff.
Okay, that's what I thought. But anyways, well, I always talk about the scene and when Archer, like, he's like, it's just the wind that's moving the trees, and Archer's like, what is feel? Like, what is the wind? And I was like, how in the world would you ever explain that to someone?
It's easy.
so
It's when you feel the wind, duh.
Yeah, that's what they'll get, and that's like you tell your bot, you're like, it just taste. You put it in your mouth and you taste it, stupid.
Yeah, idiot. God. Bot must stand for like barely operational thing. Because it's stupid.
Good one.
Nailed it. Bird.
Oh shit, yeah.
Push
That was
is-
small soldiers. Small soldiers. Toy soldiers or something else.
Oh, sorry. Well, we were thinking the same thing, so. I mean,
Yeah, we were. That's why I checked with Archer. Oh, wow. All the units just got, oh my god, absolutely wrecked.
Yeah,
okay, well, that's probably game.
The tanks were doing a pretty good amount of damage. They knocked down the actual hatchery. There just weren't a lot of roaches to begin with. And it's +1, no less. Beasty also, curiously enough, the timing here is combat shields. It's going to just make this a little bit harder to kill. Medevacs aren't even healing the Marines. Just carry the tanks around. That's all they need to do.
Yeah. They do get cornered by the drones, and one goes down, so it looks like it's not quite game over yet. And Beastyqt is on 1 base. Like, once again, that's something I kept forgetting when I was on what was it, Orbital Shipyard. But that did a lot of damage, right? Like, I think if he tried to expand, like, if he had a command center right now, that just wasn't landed, he'd probably be okay.
So-
But as he has absolutely nothing.
Yeah, but he's kind of the same. He's up shit creek the same way.
He is. This is interesting. I think it still goes to Beastyqt. He has the better units. Roaches just die off pretty hard after a while, and he can abuse these medevacs more, but... Can the roaches not reach that tank?
I think they should be able to.
Do you feel? Like,
He's not-
can you
he's not-
try?
Would you want to try? I mean,
Why? Just... Come on. Okay, maybe not.
that looks like that should be in range, though, like, to be completely honest.
It does.
Oh, Mutalisk
Oh,
finally came out. That kind of blows my mind a little bit, if we're going to be honest. It reminds me of the Spire we're looking at the whole time. But it's 1 base Mutas versus Stim Marines.
Yeah.
Good job saving the tank.
The roaches could shoot the tank, by the way. I don't know why they didn't.
Okay.
Start shooting the Marines. So, whatever. But the mutas and the roaches combined, like, they could have, maybe. But just the mutas on this little plateau here, no. Never gonna break it.
Someone said you can't see the tank, but it should still be high ground vision. Or this isn't high ground vision, I don't believe.
Well, there was some cry of, OP-ness when Flash did it.
I
didn't-
Penis.
OP-ness? Anyways, I did this on ladder too. But I really couldn't tell what the problem was. Like, I just figured he didn't want to attack my tanks, so...
So that may actually be
don't
the
know.
case then. Because I'm looking at the zoomed in, this doesn't look like another level of elevation. But at the same time, I can understand that being something to the extent. Marines, obviously, they want to protect the tanks. It's really hard to do that, though.
Beastyqt's gonna have to transfer over his command center soon.
But I guess that's the advantage, right? He can do that, whereas Bly will be stuck with barely a hatchery at the natural, right? Like, he can't exactly mobilize.
Beastyqt could technically get on a two new bases, rather, because his main base is mining out, and he did manage to finish up an orbital. Well, a regular command center.
I don't know about you, but I'm kind of enjoying these weird 1 base versus 1 base games we're getting, because we just don't see these. Like, this is As silly and frustrating as I'm sure it is for some of you to watch, I'm actually loving this because we see so many macro games in Legacy of the Void. Tank gets picked up and saved once again. Last few roaches gonna go down.
Bam.
Good kiting.
Good control. Bly is dying out, but he did manage to secure a hatchery again, so his 18 drones are mining.
But there's a push that is probably going to knock down that hatchery.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I don't think there's any way that Bly can win this one now. Even though it's only down 5 workers and the army supply, like 20 less army supply, that's like maybe like a lucky Baneling hit. But with roaches, it's really just numbers versus numbers, and that's easy to call.
He might get the shark attack, but Beasty's actually consolidated his forces now, so they're all here, and this is one big, massive clump of death.
Yeah, that's meant to snipe off one of the tanks.
Oh, scans too. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that's gonna be it. So Beastyqt will be up 3-2 in this Beastyqt.
Yeah, not bad. Still not over yet, but not bad at all. GG. What I think I like most about this too, just kind of going back on like the whole I'm liking the one base ones, is like we're also watching them both perform under pressure. Usually games I feel you don't get that pressure on the players. They're like, okay, it's a macro game, it's silly, or that's okay, I intended to do this build X, Y, or Z. But they've both kind of caught each other off guard several times throughout this series so far, and they've had to really change their plans on the fly. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, as we've seen, it doesn't. But I don't know. We'll see what map number 6 has in store. We're starting to run out of maps at this point, so we'll play a small break, and we'll see you guys in 2 minutes with whatever the map has ready for us.